Thinking about Katheryn Howard, who you've been researching for many years, but more recently been looking in depth at, albeit through the lens of fiction. Henry's wives, the first, I think particularly the first two, are so impressive. Huge, huge. And obviously Jane Seymour, huge qualities as well, standing up to Henry. Anne of Cleves, that dignity she shows in the face of humiliation. Does Katheryn Howard feel like a letdown after those four?
It's a more poignant story because she was young, not as young, I think, as people imagine she was. I myself, in Six Wives, argue that she was probably 15 when she married Henry because of the evidence in the wills of her step-grandparents, which don't mention her brothers. So the assumption could be that she wasn't born until after 1525. But it could be because she was a girl that she was left out. And if we have the French ambassador's evidence, and he said, she was 18 when her affair with Derham broke up. So she was probably 19. He knew her. She was probably 19 when she married Henry VIII. So we have all this media hype, internet web hype about her being so young and it's abuse and that. I'm sorry, it wasn't. 19 years old is certainly not young by Tudor standards.
No, I was going to ask you actually about your views, because whenever there's a Facebook conversation on Katheryn Howard, the first thing that comes up is say, well, she was an abuse victim, using quite 21st century understanding of that term.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think. I mean, she wasn't that young, and I think all the evidence suggests that she was older, and but she's described as a very little girl. But that's also, I think, that's physically. I think she was just a small in stature.
Yes.
No,
yes.
So you see, you can ditch a lot of the controversy about her if you don't see her as very young.